Hi everyone, this is Glenda Ganzon and welcome to my Nihongo class. For today's lesson, I'm going to be teaching you how to use every day, yesterday, and the day after tomorrow in creating Nihongo sentence. So let's start. Before we move on to our lesson, let me just read to you the different Nihongo words that we'll be using in creating a sentence. The first one is mainichi, which means every day. Next is kino, which means yesterday. Next is asatte, which means the day after tomorrow. And ashita, which means tomorrow. Let's repeat again. Mainichi, kino, asatte, ashita. Let's read this once again. Please follow after me. Mainichi, kino, asatte, ashita. And I will also be teaching you how to create a sentence using the following words. The first one is ichinense, which is first year student. The next one is ninense, which means second year student. The next one is sanense, which means third year student. And the last one is yonense, which means fourth year student. Let me read this one once again. Ichinense, ninense, sanense, yonense. Once again, please repeat after me. Ichinense, ninense, sanense, yonense. Now we will use the following words in creating a sentence in Nihongo. We will be using mainichi, kino, asatte, ashita, gakko, ikimasu, and ni in creating a sentence in Nihongo. As I've told you earlier, mainichi means every day. Kino means yesterday. Asatte means the day after tomorrow. Ashita means tomorrow. Gakko means school. Ikimasu means to go. And also we will be using the particle ni in creating a sentence, which indicates a place. Let's move on to our first example. Let me read this first sentence. Watashi wa mainichi gakko ni ikimasu. In this sentence, we use mainichi, which means every day. We also use watashi wa, which means I, and gakko, which means school, and of course the particle ni that indicates the place, gakko, which means school, and ikimasu, which means to go or go. So if we will translate watashi wa mainichi gakko ni ikimasu, in English, it means I go to school every day. Let me read this sentence once again. Please follow after me. Watashi wa mainichi gakko ni ikimasu. Once again, Watashi wa mainichi gakko ni ikimasu. Let's move on to another example. This time we use kino, which means yesterday. So let me read this sentence. Watashi wa kino gakko ni ikimashita. Kino means yesterday. Take note that I put an underline with the verb went, which is ikimashita in Nihongo. Again, we use school and the ni particle that indicates gakko, which is a place, that means school. Let me read this one once again. Please follow after me. Watashi wa kino gakko ni ikimashita. In English, it means I went to school yesterday. Let me read this one once again. Watashi wa kino gakko ni ikimashita. Next sentence, I use ashita, which means tomorrow. Take note that in this sentence, I did not use watashi wa because you can either use watashi wa for I or you can delete watashi wa and use ashita directly. So in this sentence, ashita gakko ni ikimasu, which means I will go to school tomorrow. Let me read this sentence once again. Please follow after me. Ashita gakko ni ikimasu. Once again, ashita gakko ni ikimasu, which means I will go to school tomorrow. And the last sentence here is asatte gakko ni ikimasu. In this sentence, I use asatte, which means the day after tomorrow. So, asatte gakko ni ikimasu means I will go to school the day after tomorrow. Let me read this sentence once again. Please follow after me. Asatte gakko ni ikimasu. Once again. Asatte gakko ni ikimasu. In English, I will go to school the day after tomorrow. We will make another sentence using this time benkyu shimasu, which means to study. We also use Nihongo, which is Japanese language, and particle o, which is used before the verb. And again, we will use mainichi, kino, asatte, and ashita. In this first sentence, I used mainichi, which means every day. I also use watashi wa, which means I, Nihongo, which means Japanese language, the particle o, which is used before the verb benkyu shimasu, which means study. So let me try to read this sentence. Watashi wa mainichi Nihongo o benkyu shimasu. In English, I study Japanese language every day. Let me read this sentence once again. Please repeat after me. Watashi wa mainichi Nihongo o benkyu shimasu. Once again. Watashi wa mainichi Nihongo benkyu shimasu. In English, I study Japanese language every day. Let's now move on to our second example. This time, I used kino, which means yesterday. So if we use yesterday, we will be using a past tense verb. So I used studied. In Nihongo, I used shimashita instead of shimasu. Watashi wa kino Nihongo benkyu shimashita. In English is I studied Japanese language yesterday. Let me read this sentence. Please follow after me. Watashi wa kino nihongo benkyou shimashita. Let's repeat once again. Watashi wa kino nihongo benkyou shimashita. In English, I studied Japanese language yesterday. Let's move on to the third example. This time I use ashita, which is tomorrow in English. And of course, I use nihongo, which means Japanese language, particle o, and the verb benkyou shimasu. Let me read this sentence. Ashita nihongo benkyou shimasu. In English, I will study Japanese language tomorrow. Let me read this sentence once again. Ashita nihongo benkyou shimasu. Once again, please repeat after me. Ashita nihongo benkyou shimasu. In English, I will study Japanese language tomorrow. And my last example is Asatte nihongo benkyou shimasu. I use asatte in this sentence, which means the day after tomorrow. I also use nihongo, which means Japanese language, the particle o, and benkyou shimasu, which means study. So, asatte nihongo benkyou shimasu in English is I will study Japanese language the day after tomorrow. Let me read this sentence once again. Please repeat after me. Asatte nihongo benkyou shimasu. Once again. Asatte nihongo benkyou shimasu. In English, I will study Japanese language the day after tomorrow. This time, we will be having an exercise. I will be giving you all the words that you may use in creating a sentence in Nihongo. We will be using mainichi, which is every day. Kino means yesterday. Asatte means the day after tomorrow. Ashita means tomorrow. Shimasu, which means to do. Sugako means math. Shukudai means homework. And the particle o. The first sentence that you will be translating in Nihongo is I will do my math homework tomorrow. I will be giving you 5 seconds to construct the sentence or to translate the sentence in Nihongo. And your 5 seconds starts now. Very good. I will do my math homework tomorrow is ashita wa sugakko no shukudai o shimasu. Ashita is tomorrow. Sugakko is math. Shukudai is homework. And the verb shimasu, which is do. So if we will translate, I will do my math homework tomorrow, in Nihongo is ashita wa sugako no shukudai shimasu. I'll repeat this once again. Please follow after me. Ashita wa sugako no shukudai o shimasu. Once again. Ashita wa sugako no shukudai o shimasu. Next is I do my math homework every day. And again, we will be using the following words in creating this sentence, I do my math homework every day. I'll be giving you 5 seconds again to translate this sentence in Nihongo. And your 5 seconds starts now. Very good. I do my homework every day in Nihongo is Mainichi wa sugako no shukudai o shimasu. Of course, every day is mainichi. Sugako is math. We use no that indicates possession for math homework with shukudai and particle o before the verb shimasu. So let me read this sentence once again. Please repeat after me. Mainichi wa sugako no shukudai o shimasu. Once again. Mainichi wa sugako no shukudai o shimasu. In English, I do my homework every day. Next is, I did my math homework yesterday. Again, we will be using the following words here to create this sentence. I did my math homework yesterday. Again, I'll be giving you 5 seconds to translate this English sentence in Nihongo. And your 5 seconds starts now. Very good. I did my math homework yesterday. In Nihongo is Watashi wa kino sugako no shukudai o shimasu. Yesterday is kino. And again, sugako means math, homework is shukudai, and shimasu is do. So if we will translate, I did my math homework yesterday, in Nihongo is Watashi wa kinosugako no shukudai o shimasu. Let me read this sentence once again. Please repeat after me. Watashi wa kinosugako no shukudai o shimasu. Once again. Watashi wa kinosugako no shukudai o shimasu. This time, we will be using ichinense, ninense, sanense, yonense in creating a sentence. Ichinense means first-year student. Ninense means second-year student. Sanense means third-year student. And yonense means fourth-year student. If you notice, these are numbers. Ichi means 1, ni means 2, san means 3, and yon means 4. Let's move on to our first example. How are we going to say, I am first-year student? It is so easy. We only add watashi wa in the beginning of the sentence and des at the end of the sentence. So, I am first-year student in Nihongo is Watashi wa ichinenshi desu. Let's read this one once again. Please follow after me. Watashi wa ichinenshi desu. Which means, I am first-year student. This time, let us create an interrogative sentence using ninense, which means second-year student. Anata wa ninense desu ka? In English, are you second-year student? The pronoun anata means you. Of course, because of ka, we use are you to make it an interrogative sentence. So, are you second-year student? In Nihongo, anata wa ninense desu ka? Let me read this one once again. Please follow after me. Anata wa ninense desu ka? In English, are you second-year student? The third sentence is karera wa sanense desu. In this sentence, we use third-year students, which is sanense, and we also use they for males is karera. So, karera wa sanense desu in English is they are third-year students, particularly male students. Let me read this one once again. Please repeat after me. Karera wa sanense desu. They are third-year students. And the last sentence is Kanojo wa yunensi desu. I use yunense, which means fourth year student. And the pronoun kanojo, which means she. So, kanojo wa yunensi desu in English is she is fourth year student. Let me read this one once again. Please repeat after me. Kanojo wa yunensi desu. Once again, kanojo wa yunensi desu. In English, she is fourth year student. This time, we will be having an exercise once again using ichinense, ninense, sanense, and yonense in creating a Nihongo sentence. And the first sentence is, he is fourth year student. Please translate this one in Nihongo. I'll be giving you 5 seconds to translate it, and your 5 seconds start now. Very good. He is fourth year student in Nihongo is kare wa yunensi desu. Kare for he. Fourth year student is yunense. So he is fourth year student in Nihongo is kare wa yunense desu. I'll read this one once again. Please repeat after me. Kare wa yunense desu. Next is, she is first year student. I'll be giving you 5 seconds once again, and your 5 seconds start now. Very good. She is first year student in Nihongo is kanojo wa ichinense desu. Kanojo means she, and ichinense means first year student. Let me read this one once again. Please repeat after me. Kanojo wa ichinense desu. Once again, kanojo wa ichinense desu. In English, she is first year student. Another sentence is, I am second year student. Please translate this one in Nihongo using the following words here. I'll be giving you 5 seconds, and your 5 seconds start now. Very good. I am second year student in Nihongo is watashi wa ninensi desu. Ninensi desu is second year student, and of course, I is watashi. Let me read this once again. Please repeat after me. Watashi wa ninensi desu. Once again, watashi wa ninensi desu. In English, I am second year student. Another sentence that you will be translating is, Anna is a third year student. Using the following words here to create this sentence in Nihongo, I'll be giving you 5 seconds to translate this sentence. Anna is a third year student. And your 5 seconds start now. Very good. Anna is a third year student in Nihongo is Anna wa sanense desu. Sanense means third year student. And of course, Anna or Anna-san wa sanense desu. Let me read this one once again, and this time we will add san after the name Anna. So, Anna is a third year student in Nihongo is Anna-san wa or Anna-san wa sanense desu. Once again, please repeat after me. Anna-san wa sanense desu. In English, Anna is a third year student. Thank you so much for watching this video and for staying with me with this Nihongo lesson. I hope you've learned a lot from this lesson, and if you have any question in mind, please write it in the comment box down below, and I hope that this video is helpful to you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please click subscribe. Also click the notification button so that you'll be updated with my new videos. And again, thank you so much for watching. God bless until my next video. Bye!